Ladies and gentlemen, bass players around the world, bass players from Detroit, bass players from Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
I mean, East Pennsylvania. And bass players around the world, welcome to the Bassmint. That's Bassmint. This is the first time we did a Bassmint since November of 2019. This is our first one, new location, and Don is in the house. He has been at many a Bassmints at the other place, and I always said I was going to interview him. And you the reason why I started this back up so I can get this interview with you. Okay, so tell us your name, sir.
Don Mecks.
Don Mecks, the Detroit bass player. So my first question is, but I ain't gonna ask you yet because I gotta acknowledge the other bass players that I appreciate. I appreciate y'all for coming. And I'm gonna go to my fret hand side and tell us your name, Robert.
My name is Bob, Robert. I'm Ivan's brother, lifetime roadie. He's been doing stuff for me since 1962. But I bought a bass because I was trying to be like him and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. That covers it. And next to him, tell us your name.
Robert Luckett, Low Pocket.
So we got Robert, and tell us your name, sir.
Kern Bradley.
The man, the heavy hitter is in the building. The way I introduced Kern, I was like, a heavy hitter and they don't get no bigger. Okay? Ain't nobody bigger than this man on the bass. I don't care what nobody say. I got an argument for you, okay? Or a debate, we can go there. So anyway, Don, I'm gonna go to my plug hand now and tell us your name, sir.
Steve O'Kern.
Steve-O, we're gonna do an interview with him shortly, as soon as we get finished with Don. And next to Steve, tell us your name.
That's me. Jim Karanick, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia, came all the way from Philadelphia to hang out with us in the basement, among other things. But we like to say he came first to see us, and then his job was secondary. You know what I'm saying? Next to him, tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Phil Miltenberger. I'm from Saline, Michigan.
Where is Saline?
Saline's right by Ann Arbor.
Okay, all right. So, and then behind him, I don't know why these hosts be sitting off camera and stuff. Tell us your name, Steve.
My name's Steve BURKHALTER, and I've got 3 basses on the wall. 1 small mouth and 2 large mouth basses on the wall.
Right. If you notice, we call them basses. Those fish ain't called bass. We call them bass. Now the other thing is Don. So my first question to you is, when did you start playing the bass, and why?
Let me see. Probably 16, 17, somewhere around there, I would say. Why I started playing it, I don't know. It was just something about the instrument that I liked more than any other instrument. My brother used to be in the KHA band way back in the day, and they used to be in the basement all the time, and he pretty much showed me the bass guitar, and I picked it up, but I played from ear for a long time, so I just kept playing. I put it down for a while, but then I picked it back up again. But my biggest thing is I just kept playing and playing with records, like different artists, you know, bass artists, stuff like that. I just kept playing. And tried to get better and better, but it wasn't until like maybe three years ago where I started reading to where that helped me play better. To really learn how to play the bass as opposed to the way I was doing when I started, because I was playing it wrong. So if I would play a song and the song wasn't where I wanted it to be, I would change the string notes, and that's not right, but I didn't know it at the time, so. Yeah.
Okay, so it's all good, and you know what, as an instructor, I'm an instructor, by the way. I've learned that for the many bass players that I congregate with, there's no wrong way to do stuff as long as it get the job done. You think about it from a blind person's point of view. All they do is hear what you playing. They don't see how you playing it.
That is true.
Perfect example is that this is my buddy, your buddy, T Money Green. T Money Green claim to fame was with the Dramatics. It was also with he was right there creating bass lines for Dr. Dre and Snoop and them back in the day when they blew up, when Dr. Dre blew up after NWA. T Money Green, a Detroit bass player, was there. And if you want to catch his interview, you can catch it on my stuff. But anyway, the dude, he played the bass, he right-handed, he played the bass upside down. And all kinds of wrong. I laugh at him every time I see him because the dude didn't know no better. Nobody taught him. But he was destined to be a bass player no matter how wrong, upside down. He played a bass like a left-hander, but he right-handed. I laugh at him every time though. So my point is ain't no wrong way. But you mentioned your brother. You have a brother. He plays drums, right?
Yes.
I'm on a record with your brother. Several, I think, a couple of them. So I was glad to work with him, and then the next thing I know, I run into him in the grocery store. I'd like to ask you one thing that impresses me about you, that you've improved through the years. I heard you 12 years ago in the basement, and I hear you now, and I've heard you through the years, and you have improved tremendously, brother.
Thank you.
Secondly, like Kern, you look 15 years old, and I know is you in your 60s yet?
Yep.
No way, bro.
Yep.
So that is, don't the boy look like a little kid? But I'm gonna tell you why. Cause apparently you work out. I've seen videos of you stay in the gym. Does that have any influence or help you with the bass at all?
It does.
Any parallel stuff?
Yeah, it does, especially with the amp, because amp is heavy. It really helps.
Yeah. So on one of our previous interviews, we like to ask people stuff like, "What is that you got in your hand, brother? What is that?"
Well, finally, because I've been wanting this for a while, it's the Marcus Miller, the Sire.
The 4-string. How you like that?
It's amazing. The only problem I have with it, because I like it so much, sometimes I lose control, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You lose control playing the bass, where sometimes you gotta calm down, you know, gotta be smooth about it.
Yeah.
Just go crazy. So sometimes I get a little crazy because it sounds so good. But yeah.
Now you chose the 4-string. Why didn't you choose the 5?
Oh boy, I hate to answer this question, because when I started the 5, I was loving that B string, and I was sticking to the 5. And then I had a conversation. You guys may know the bass player from Climax. She's one of my friends on Facebook, and I was telling her about the 5. She said, "No, I'm always gonna stick with the 4." I'm like, "You never get a 5?" I'm sticking with the 4. And so when I got this and I was playing it, I'm like, yeah, I do miss the 4, I ain't gonna lie. Even though the 5 got that B string, which is what I really love, the 4, I can still do things on it that I can't on the 5.
I feel you. The B string could get in the way, and to be honest with you, the B string is only worth the first 5 frets. At the end of the day, it's the first 4 frets. And the open string is the only extra note. You only get that whole string with 20. You got 20 frets there. That whole B string, 20 frets, only gives you 4 extra notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just like where I can go low. That's killing me. I love it. When I can go low, oh man, that's a whole new world.
All right. So another thing was we'd like to ask. And folks that's watching this, if you got any questions that you like for me to ask these bass players, please leave them in the comments. And if you can, subscribe to the channel. And if you don't like my camera work, it ain't me, it's the camera. And we are taking donations. If you don't like this, I can get a new camera. Just help us out. And if you don't like me moderating this, I can get another moderator just to help us out. We got to pay other people, so I do this for free. This channel is not monetized. We want it to be, even though I got 6,000 subscribers. Subscribe, make this 10. We want 10,000 subscribers, okay? And we want y'all to help us out. So ask questions. Leave them in the comments, okay? I'm not. What's the word? Censoring anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's just too vulgar. All right. All right. So look, here's another question, Don. What's your favorite instrument to play? I mean, what's your favorite instrument of all? Not to play, but just your favorite instrument.
Yeah, it would be the bass.
Okay. Do you play any other instruments?
I play by ear, but I play like little keyboards, drums.
I've heard some of your compositions, and they sound well written. And you play all the instruments on them?
Oh yeah.
That is cool. If we wanted to listen to some of them, you got some stuff you selling?
Stuff on SoundCloud, iTunes.
All the platforms
Yeah.
under what name?
D-Mecks.
D-Mecks. Okay. Now, other question I got for you: who are some of your favorite bass players, or who's your Mount Rushmore of bass players? All that good stuff.
Oh shoot, it's too many.
Right,
It's
that
too
last
many.
dude said there's too many. We get that, but just name off a couple of them. I know we can do this all day.
Bernard Edwards, Sheet, Mark
May
Adams.
he rest in
May
peace.
he rest in peace. Also,
Mark Adams.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who
Mark Adams was
Level-
slave bass player.
Oh.
yeah, Mark.
Right. What else you got?
Who else? Of course, Mr. Kern over here.
Right.
Man, I ain't gonna say nothing about Kern. Marcus Miller, Stanley Clark. There's so many of them. So many. Brian Bomberg.
Yeah, that's awesome. Brian is a killer bass player too.
Oh, can't leave out my boy Val Johnson.
Who do you play
He
with?
plays with Kenny G.
Yeah,
He's another friend of mine.
I've heard the name, but I don't recall.
Yeah, he's something else. I've been trying to get him to come to the basement.
Anybody else have any questions for this fine bassist?
Yeah. Are you playing with anybody right now?
Yeah, actually, I'm in a group with no name. I don't have a name yet. We just been practicing. So we got a couple gigs coming up next year. So yeah.
Is it locally or?
Yeah, locally. Yeah. There is one coming up. I think it's in Ferndale. I'm not sure the name of the place yet because we're still rehearsing. Actually, we're supposed to rehearse today, but I'm here.
And you know what else I like about your band is that y'all rehearse. Don't even. It ain't even about the gig. It's about gelling, which is hard to get brothers to do.
Yeah.
Nah, because everybody want to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I rehearsing with this band? We ain't got no. I get it, but I don't know. So, but I appreciate that y'all just rehearsing and tightening it up the stuff.
You got to get it tight. Got to get it so you don't have to think about it anymore. Just call the tune off and somebody count it off and you go. But when you do finally get that gig, you'll have people dancing until they falling down because y'all music is so tight. Got your set. Even if you flip some of the set around, you know the tunes.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with rehearsing. That's the best thing.
Okay, let me ask you this: have you ever played a gig before?
Well, I played just early this year, the first one.
Your very first gig?
Yeah, first gig. And
how did it feel, Don?
It was great. I really understand now because the rehearsal was cool and all that, but the gig was a lot of fun.
Okay, so now I ain't want to keep you, right?
No problem.
But I still got some questions. But before I finish, Anybody else have any questions for this fine bass player? Did I say that already?
Yeah, you did once, but hey, it's just good to see you again, man.
What?
Same here.
Well,
Did you
yeah.
have a jazz before? Been a jazz?
Yes, I still have it. The 5-string.
Was it American jazz or?
Yes, it was. You was
And-
spot on.
So do you like the Marcus better than the jazz?
I hate to say it, but yes.
Don't feel
music,
that.
man.
I wouldn't argue with you.
Oh, and the Music Man?
Yeah, I saw you with that.
Oh my goodness. Don't put me on the spot, man.
I had to put that one in.
Oh my goodness. That thing is amazing.
Well, how many basses do you have?
Right now I got 7.
You have 7 basses. Can you name them all? That's like 7 kids. You know all they
Probably not. I can try. Let me see, I got 2 Squires. I got a Tobias. The Fender is the one he was talking about. The Music Man. This one. I got a 5-string like this one. And I think that might be it. If that's 7. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to count.
Okay, well that's cool. Anybody got any questions for him before
I have a question.
go ahead?
Music does something to the mind and all of that. Now, we live in America where children get in trouble. Do you have any advice for a parent that stumbles onto this base page so we can get the kids involved with music since they taking it out of school?
Oh, man.
You know, they can play all the video games. They use that same part of the brain to learn music. So,
Right.
any suggestions to the parents? Like,
Man.
first give them a bass because it was all about the bass.
Yeah.
And then,
Start them off with a small one, nothing big. You know, like a real small
Like a short
bass.
scale.
Yeah, short scale. Because, I mean, I seen this guy in Guitar Center and he got his son bass and with a 5-string. Like, oh man, no. Start them off small. And my guess is, the only way you can do it is find like maybe somebody online that teaches bass or something like that.
But anyway, Don, I didn't want to keep you, but is there anything that you'd like to say in closing before I think of some more questions for you?
Let me think.
Okay, before you answer that, if I wanted to listen to your songs or follow you on social media or ask you questions or kick it with you, do you have any social media to share, you know, that I can...
Facebook, Instagram.
Okay, so what's your name on Facebook? How do I find you?
Oh, Friday Music, D-Mecks.
How do-
D-M-E-X. It's on Facebook, so it's another page.
Wait, you got it, you spell it with an X? But that ain't how you spell your last name?
No.
Okay, but this sounds the same.
Yeah.
All right, so Instagram, Facebook, Don Mecks, D Mecks. And where can we listen to your compositions, your songs?
Yeah, on Facebook, not Facebook, SoundCloud.
Under SoundCloud, under what?
Under, if I remember it, I believe it's Don Bass 5 on SoundCloud. And the other one is still the same thing, D-Mecks. iTunes, D-Mecks.
Okay. Now, with that said, is it anything that you like to say in closing as we transition from the old basement 5 years ago to the new basement? Steve is blessing us to use his basement.
I'll say thanks, Steve, for doing this, for, having a place for us to do this again. I do miss it a lot, and glad to be back at it.
Okay, yeah, my camera's kind of spazzing out.
Hey man, why don't
Hey, what's up, man?
There's another person behind me, or is it 2 people?
Wait,
What's up, man?
Oh, he trying to be funny, talking about is it 2 people.
I know, I thought I heard 2.
shadows.
Come on over here, tiny man.
Great.
Look, come and have a seat at the totally end of the interview, because I got a question I got to ask you, brother. Come on, have a seat.
Man, you got to get me because the first one I didn't do too good. Hey, what's up?
What's
man?
up, man?
I get all your info, man. I know you're busy. You know what I'm saying? I need to get your autograph for the league. I ain't flaking.
Hey, Big Ives say, come on, I'm coming on.
Keep it real.
Okay, so now just joining us, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio.
Well, Oakwood Village is actually past Cleveland, but it's all right.
Come to hang out with us in the basement. Thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate you, man. You know I
I'm
do.
glad I got here.
I used to know this dude back in, when I used to live in Cleveland. I lived in Cleveland for 11 years, and I would run into him playing. He's a legend. Is you in your 60s yet?
Man, I'm 68 years old.
Oh, you a legend up in Cleveland, cause you was on that circuit with the Levert and them circuit,
Yeah.
all of them people, and I actually played with some of the people you played with.
Yeah. I also did some gospel. I did with a guy named Bill Spivey and the Operators. He wrote that Operator, what was that? Operator Information, Give Me Jesus on the Line, and Abraham, Martin, and John, and
Yep.
I toured with him. He wrote a whole lot of hits.
Wow.
And
There you go. Just catching the focus.
did some work, Fifth Dimension. I have the.
Ooh, my girl, did you get to work with Florence LaRue?
No, man, I was after the other one.
Oh,
Didn't know her and Billy was married. You hear me?
Oh,
I did not know. We at the front row, man, for a concert, and I'm just steady hitting on it. She smiling, laughing, and he just smiled and walked around. And then somebody told me, "So you know you married?" I said, "No, I didn't." I felt so embarrassed.
look, come and keep
I
people.
played with a keyboard guy who actually played on Lane Bell Blues
Oh, okay.
in the studio.
Well, I played with Don Williams.
Oh yeah, Don's out in
Arizona.
Arizona now. Yeah.
Now you used to play with Don Williams. For those who don't know Don Williams is the formerly keyboard of the Commodores after Lionel Richie. He also played with Dennis Edwards, a Detroit dude. And you played with him. Another guy you played guitar, Robert Cunningham.
Oh, Cunningham, yeah.
He's back on the road sometimes now, right?
He still plays with Johnny Gill, New Edition.
Right. Got to play with him too. Awesome guitar player. Tried to get him a gig with Michael Henderson, but he was busy. But anyway, thank you for coming to the basement, brother.
Man, I'm glad to be here.
Before Don, we done just effed up your whole interview.
I'm sorry, man.
I've been trying to get this interview with Don for years.
And I used to go to his gigs when I came up here, man. When I
Whose
come up
gigs?
here,
Don?
yeah, I used to
He only had one gig in his life.
Is that it?
Yeah, so
Okay.
you getting them mixed up with the other Don.
Okay, with another guy, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the other reason why I stopped your interview to question him, because we in the new basement, right?
Yeah.
He came all the way from. I'm not laughing. That was not a laugh. I just
You
coughed
can
about
laugh if
accident.
you want to, man.
He came all the way from Cleveland, Ohio to hang out with us, and he accidentally went to the old
Wasn't
basement.
no accident. I knew where I was going. I moved right in, straight to Reggie's house. And I looked, I said, well, what the hell? Ain't nobody here. And then I pulled up in the driveway, and this pretty little girl and the dog came to the door, and I said, I'm sorry, I got the wrong house. That's when I called you. I said, man, because I just knew you was having it. I didn't think, well, it might be somewhere different at the time.
Big Ivy thinks that family is traumatized now. Okay.
Well, it might be. That girl sure was pretty.
Because that could be an AK-47 in there.
See,
If
that
you
means
came to the
next
door with
round
that.
table,
Yeah.
we all need to show up.
I wonder if they know. I wonder if they know what.
Who used to be there?
Yeah, what used to happen there.
Actually, should all go over there and let them know that they stay in the
We
awesome house.
Knock on us at one
knock
time.
on the door
man. I
and
don't
just
think that'd be a good
bum
idea.
rush the whole.
Take a picture, you know.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah.
No, we go bum rush.
You
This,
want me to send it to your phone?
yeah, send it to me because I'm gonna put that in this interview. I don't know why this camera keeps going out of focus. But thank you for showing up,
Pretty
man.
for the camera, man. That's what it is.
I'm telling you, thank you for stopping at the old basement and bringing the energy inside here to the new basement. It's like he went over there and got the baton and brought it over here and blessed this whole new apartment with a new basement. Don, I thank you, man, for this whole interview. I appreciate you. Finally, I got this interview with you. Hopefully this is not the last one, because sometimes we got to do interviews twice.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Steve know about getting interviewed twice. Kern, I done did you a couple of times, but I got to get you back in the hot seat though. Again,
Can I ask Don a question?
yes.
Don, what is it about the Marcus Millers, man, that make it so popular? Because I bought one and I didn't care for it, so I got rid of it. But so many guys are playing them and everything. What is it that you find great about that particular bass?
Believe it or not, as far as all the bases that I have, I only have like 7, but
Only
the
7.
the sound of it, for some reason, that and the feel of it.
The sound,
Yeah,
the
price
sound
is
that you
ridiculous.
get,
Yeah.
The price, yeah.
that you get for that price compared to
That's
other ones.
Yeah, because that's what I did. As soon as I saw
Those
the price
bass-
and it was Marcus Miller name on it, I bought it. I was like,
Those bases are a third of a price of American Fender, probably as good.
well, they done went up a little bit nowadays.
Oh, yeah,
but
they
so
got
do the
some.
American Fenders.
They got some 1,700 size now, $1,700.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, y'all, I'm always gonna offend if I'm gonna pay that much. But anyway, I'm trying to end this interview with you, Don, but it's this is my first interview since 2019, so I don't know how to end it. Folks, leave a comment on how I should end this interview with him. Of course, it's gonna be too late, but maybe it'll work for the next ones. Help me out, y'all. I'm new.
Play a little something
Brand
out. Play a little something out.
So yeah, that's how we do it. So Don, play us out, brother.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, Don Mecks, G Mecks.